Alright guys, so all we got left to do is to hand sand this whole thing down, and we'll go ahead and finish it. I'm probably going to put paint on the front of this because the backing isn't that attractive looking, of course, so we'll probably put black paint over it. Alright guys, so it had time to dry for about 24 hours or so. So now what we're going to do is I've got this piece of 600 grit sandpaper. I'm going to go ahead and apply some oil and sand it at the same time. That way it'll, one, sand easier, and also it won't clog up all the sandpaper I've got here and everything. And it'll also be applying oil at the same time. Alright guys, so we got our bowstring in from Kramer Ammons, and I actually planned on making the bowstring myself, but the material I ordered for it over a month ago has still not come in. So I went ahead and ordered one from him, and it only took a few days to get it out here too, which is awesome. And he put a little note on here. He said, "Andrew, thanks so much for the order, shoot straight." But anyway, it came in a little package here, and it's got a little wax seal on it. It's pretty neat. Alright, we got it strung up now. Let's go ahead and go take it inside and see what the weight is on it now that we've got the string that we're going to be using on it. Before I was doing all the testing with a different string, the tillering string I believe. And so now I've got the actual bowstring I'm going to be using on it, which is really neat looking, by the way. He did a great job doing that. And so yeah, like I said, let's go ahead and take it inside and see what the weight's going to be at my draw length, which is 28 inches. Alright guys, so I did use tung oil to finish this, so it's actually been drying for quite a while. We'll go ahead and stretch the limbs a little bit before we actually pull it down to the draw length. And since this actually has a string on it we're going to be using, it might bend a little bit different. I wish I would have had this as I was doing it, but I was still waiting on the string to come in. So all I did was tie it to the length I needed, the tillering string that is, and I worked it from there. So anyway, let's go ahead and stretch the limbs out and see how it's working out here. Alright, so it looks like it's sitting right at about 40 pounds. And it did look like the bottom limb is bending a little bit more than the top. Maybe more than I think. Yeah. All in all, for this being my first bow, it's not so completely a surprise. Alright guys, well here's our final product. For it being my first bow, I think it came out fairly well. This has been probably about a year after I've made it now, just now starting to edit this video, so I apologize. But I definitely know that I want to try and make another one, because the way I ended up tailoring this one, the bottom one bent quite a bit further than the top part of it. I could go back and fix it and everything like that, but honestly, I just kind of want to leave it the way it is and try and make another one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.